Hello, my name is Sammy Kershaw. I was born and raised in Kaplan, Louisiana, known as the gateway to Acadiana's coastal wetlands. Kaplan and its distinct culture characterize the best qualities of a proud American and Acadian heritage, forming a community of over 5,000 fiercely self-reliant citizens. The early French settlers of Kaplan faced a hard life, and they learned that in order to survive, they would have to rely on their own hard work, on each other, and on the land. In homes and businesses throughout Kaplan, you can still hear an old world French dialect known as Cajun French. Now, 150 years later, our wetlands and our communities are under assault by a disaster that threatens the only life that we and our ancestors have known. For the first time, we have no control over the destiny of our culture. Our fate is in the hands of the federal government. Our desire to remain connected to our roots is a tribute to the strength of the families and communities. We are dedicated at all costs to protecting this unique Cajun French culture and the beautiful coastal wetlands that our families have worked for generations. While geographically located on the Gulf Coast, these wetlands contribute to the heart and soul of America in many ways. Our communities produce 40% of the fish consumed in homes and restaurants across the country. This disaster threatens to destroy our wetlands, our coast, our unique way of life, and countless cultural contributions from citizens living across the Gulf in small towns like Kaplan, Louisiana. This disaster will spread to hundreds of towns who rely on the Gulf for survival. Eventually, this cancer will affect all of America. As fishermen and farmers, we have learned to respect and protect the natural resources that we have been given. However, this disaster is not something we can handle on our own. We will not sit engulfed in government red tape when we can do something to save America's wetlands and our way of life. Today, right now, we are reaching out to you for your help. Why? Don't be mistaken in thinking that what happens on the Gulf Coast will only affect Louisiana. All Gulf states, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Florida will be affected immediately in the form of the loss of jobs and tax revenue, income in the seafood industry, hospitality, tourism, shipping, business development, devalued real estate, as well as all hundreds of ancillary industries. A moratorium is like a disease which will spread throughout the entire country, raising the prices of every industry it touches. The price at the pump, the cost of transportation, food, and any other industries using any form of petroleum as its base will rise immediately. Remember $4 gas and the effect of that on your way of life? Consider $5 to $7 gas prices. How will your budget be affected if you doubled your energy cost? What about the cost to run your town, city, state, school, or church? This is the path a moratorium will lead us to. We are asking for grassroots citizens and groups such as tea parties and outdoor and civic organizations and churches across America to join us on the phone calling campaign. On the dates of July 22nd through the 24th, we ask you to call your national representatives and senators. Demand legislators clear the federal red tape and get all hands on deck to stop the oil from destroying our coastlines and end the moratorium. We don't need any more committees or photo ops. We need action. We need a leader. Join the Gulf states as they assemble these 3 days at legislative offices and on the streets to speak out and demand that more skimmers and resources be made available. We demand that the administration stop politicizing the tragedy and work with real people with real solutions. It is time for the administration to listen and work with the people whose lives they intend to destroy. Without your immediate contribution, the people of the coastline will falter. As I speak, families sit without power and food, unable to afford the cost of either. Some have already taken their lives. Families and businesses have been ruined, and there's no end in sight for the tragedy. The well may be capped, but the effects will be felt on my fellow Louisiana citizens for years to come. the unique wetlands that have teemed with life for a millennium, as well as the amazing culture that has arisen from the marshes and the current American way of life will become extinct. If you value your American way of life, go to our website now and donate to the Gulf Speaks and call your legislator. Help us save an entire way of life, America's wetlands and a culture and heritage in danger of extinction. Please be generous for our kids and for America. God bless you.